How can a power say, or in a report, claim that satellites saw the FDS commit mass assassinations, satellites that see FDS committing mass assassinations, and the same satellites are unable to see terrorists organizing to go attack? Your satellites, are they binary or what? So, they watch by choice. So your satellites, when it's your people, your men, we see nothing. So there's still a problem. So I'll take the case of Gaddafi. It was exactly the same narrative that was used against Gaddafi.
Hi guys, and welcome to the Sahel Revolution again. I'm sorry, but this channel has become plainly about the Sahel leaders, because these three leaders are the only one right now that is going to make Africa, feel like we are dignified. We have our own dignity. We are people who have our own sovereignty, to be quite honest. Because in other countries, you obviously know who's the leaders. We have puppet leaders who are being told by the West what to do to steal our resources and so on. So anyway, on today's episode, I'm going to share another video about, I think it's the defense minister in Burkina Faso who there was this specific meeting with a lot of EU leaders and so on, where he just told them, like, kind of, he gave them a piece of his mind, to be quite honest. He was talking about how, and that's the one thing that I want you to actually listen to. Again, these people are plainly, straightforwardly insulting our intelligence. I'm beginning to believe that these people really think that we are too stupid or dumb to actually notice that these things are not normal. For example, he mentioned something, and I want you to listen to it. He mentioned that it's funny how these Western countries will tell them that they have satellites that have caught the Malians or the Burkina Fasian or the Nigerians, armies unaliving civilians. Yet what he says is this. Okay, so if you have satellites that can see that, how is it possible that your satellites cannot see when the terrorists are actually unaliving civilians? Are these satellites biased? What's going on? That, for me, that was so powerful. Anyway, take a listen to this, please, guys.
Look at human rights issues. To be precise, why do I say an assassination is looming? On human rights, if you look at Burkina first, the report submitted to the UN, the report submitted to the United Nations. And I will present specific examples and precise evidence here to also address UN representatives. This must be relayed. When you're compiling a report solely based on phone calls, you just stop in a country, you call up random people on the ground, anyone you choose, and you take their statements, then you put together a report. Is that really a serious approach? That's even a fundamental lack of professionalism. You cannot say you want to go and report on a country, on facts, and then just pick up a phone to call to see what's happening, who's on the other end of the line. Who tells you? Who says it wasn't you who put him there? Second example, there's the, how shall I put it, the deliberate choice of the narrative. In our country, we say these are the terrorists, but in a report, they are referred to as jihadists. Do you know what jihadists means? We say these are the terrorists. You call them armed groups. Unless they are with you, there is a problem. So if you know their identities well and you give them the right identity, the right names, perhaps they are your representatives. So if you stop your representatives, if you tell your representatives to stop attacking, then this crisis will end. You send your army representatives to attack countries, and then you talk about jihadists. Tell your representatives not to come anymore, and there will be no more terrorists in the Sahel. But now, for example, I take the, how should I put it? You make a report, you call people, you compile your report. Instead of having a confrontation about the very subject of the report, you say, no, no, no. Well, if you have done the study for 3 months, but wait until there is 1 week left to finish the report, and only then do you call the country's officials, let them try to disagree, what exactly will they disagree with? It means you are creating the conditions so they don't even have the chance to react. So we cannot continue on this basis. When I tell you there's a capped assassination, I'll give you the references, you can go and verify. Even on the ground, how can a power say, or in a report, claim that satellites saw the FDS commit mass assassinations, satellites that see FDS committing mass assassinations, and the same satellites are unable to see terrorists organizing to go attack? Your satellites, are they binary or what? So, They watch by choice. So your satellites, when it's your people, your men, we see nothing. So there's still a problem. So I'll take the case of Gaddafi. It was exactly the same narrative that was used against Gaddafi. So you take it, you claim that human rights produced a report, go and submit it among those reports that contributed to the adoption of Resolution 1970 and Resolution 1973. That is 1970 and 1973, which ultimately led to the assassination of Gaddafi. It was even said it was to establish an aerial exclusion zone, a no-fly zone. A zone was created, we intervened on the ground to go massacre Gaddafi. And then we come back and say, no, the reports used, the evidence wasn't consistent. Well, these are the people who made the call. It's on the internet now, so you can type. And it's on this basis that Gaddafi, in 2025, has just been convicted for criminal association and other offenses. This means that Human Rights Watch officials must also be held accountable as criminals. An assembly of criminals. What does that mean exactly? So, to conclude these examples, I want to state that Burkina Faso, within the AES, we are committed not against any people, not against any single person, nor against any specific group. But if any group stands in the way of our interests, we will defend ourselves. That must be absolutely clear. We are committed to achieving our sovereignty. Political sovereignty, for instance, no more leaders. And postonas, that's one point. Economic sovereignty, for example, our resources will benefit our people. And even where we're heading now, it's about how to properly train our youth so we can manufacture them in Burkina, Niger, or Mali. It's because we, you know, the brands you can map out. We'll create tunnels too, then manufacture. We are not subhumans. We also have minds. So cultural sovereignty now means preventing the continued erosion of our identity. We are in a fight to reclaim our identity. And when I say it's a conquest, it's not just any in this world, we are ready. We who are here, if it means losing our lives for it, we are ready.
Okay, guys, so we are coming to the end of it. That was a very wonderful conversation. And like I said, I will always share, you know, the videos of other YouTubers. I will share the links so that you can follow them for more news and so on, because I think we are slowly moving, when we realize that these Sahel leaders are safe, we are slowly moving back to our original reason for opening this channel, which is our Black pride, our Black traditions, our cultures, being proud of our own hair and all those things. But for now, guys, take care and God bless you.
Isizwe sabathu Alijalani konke lizethu sisilamu Ulele uloludaba